Hi guys, welcome back. We'll have a look at Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton, which is actually a beautiful song to learn on the guitar. Um, I heard the song yesterday and tried just figuring out every part. So I thought that since I'm running out of time a little bit, I'll just make like three parts of this video because we really have lots of finger picking stuff to learn throughout the whole song if you just want to go in depth. So I'll be making three parts. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to play the intro and all the verses of the song. And the part 2 will be basically the chorus and bridge, and the last part will be comprising of the solo rhythm and basically the breakdown parts and all. So let's have a look at the song. First things first, we are in the standard tuning, which means we don't need a capo, and I'll just show you guys everything with the tabs and all. Before that, let's have a look at the right hand basics. I'm using my thumb to hit the top 3 strings, which includes the E, A, D. I got my index on G string, my middle finger on the B string, ring finger on the high E string. Now about this song, there's like a specific pattern. So once you get used to one intro or maybe the verse, it will be easy for you to play the whole song because it kind of goes in that same way. So the song starts off with the intro and goes like this. This small riff which brings us to the lick which takes us to the main song. So what I do over here is I do a hammer on. If you hear him playing, he'll just not do a slap like that. So you're gonna be using your thumb to hit the E string, open the second, then you hit the open A, then you play G2, then you do a hammer on from B3 from the second fret of the B string, then a pull off to 2, then second fret on the G string. That's the A major chord. So we have one time, and then you go to the shape over here. Now I have 4th fret on the E string, 4th fret on the G string, and 5th fret on the B string. So I pluck the E, G, B together, and after that I pluck the B, G after that. So 1 and you go to, with that same 3 fingers, you go to 2nd fret of E, G, B, and you do the exact same thing. You pluck the E, G, B together, then you hit the E, then E, G, B, then E. Now the second time when you pluck the E, G, B, you can avoid the E string like shown in the tab. So you can simply plug the G and B string because every time you don't have to hit the root note. So we got just avoid any kind of ignore any kind of unwanted sound. I can't really help it. There's like a construction going on somewhere, and there's really like loud noise coming, which I'm like irritated of. Never mind, we got. After you pluck 2nd fret on the E string, which was a F sharp chord, we'll now move on to A major chord with E on the bass. So I'll play the open E string and the B, G string together. Then I hit the E string, then B and G, then E string. So the second bar sounds like this. After you play this, then you go and put back your 2nd fret on the E string and you pluck E, G, B, then E, then G, you have 3rd fret on the B and G string. And now you have the 3rd bar. We have 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the G string, but you still have 2nd fret on the top E string. We'll plug the E, G, B together, then E string, then G, B, then E string. Then I'll pluck the open E, the 2nd fret on G, 3rd fret on the B together, then open E. Then I'll pluck 1st fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string. A bit different over here. We'll pluck them together, then open E. Then I'll pluck open A, B and G together, 2nd frets, which is a A major chord. Then open A, then B and G, then open A, then B, G, A together, then A, B, G. Now really to follow the tab and see how I play. That's basically our intro. So we have play it another time for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you play basically the intro. We move on to the words, and it's pretty same, I'll say, to the intro. It's kind of same, but we do have like a small change which I'll show you guys right now. So after you played, you go to this chord shape: 4th fret on G, 4th fret on 4th fret on G, 4th fret on E, 4th fret on 5th fret on the B string. You pluck the 3 strings together, and after that you pluck B and G string. But over here you'll be plucking the E string, then you will pluck the B and G string, which means ting, boom, ting. Previously it was 1 and this is 1 and 2. Previously it was 1 and, but now it is 1 and 2, and then it's normal. And it goes in the exact same way, but we do add a high E string. So after you played that bar, we move on to 2nd fret on E, 2nd fret on G, 3rd fret on B, plug it together, then E, then B and G as usual, then hit the open high E string, then you plug the open E, B, 2, G2, then open E, B2, G2, open E, and then it goes to an E major chord, and we just pluck the open E 1st fret on the G, open B string together, then E, then again B and G, then E, goes to A major chord. We'll still hit the top E string open, but this time plucking the B and G string 2nd frets, then open E, and then I'll pluck 3rd fret on the B, 4th fret on the G, again alternate between the open E string. So this is basically the verse 1 and the verse 2 for the, verse part 1 and part 2, the first phrase and the second phrase, but the 3rd and the 4th phrase goes a bit different. Like we have some variations, so I'll show you guys that in a minute too. But before that, let's play the verse half part. 2, 3, 4. So that was basically our verse part 1 and part 2. Now let's have a look at the 3rd part of the verse, where we have a bit of variations. So it starts in the exact same way. So same thing, hammer on, come over here, and then over here, and after that we do have the change. We do this: we play 2nd fret on the high E, on the top E string, then you do a slide from 5th fret of the E and B to the 7th fret of E and B. So we have, then you play 5th fret on E and B together, so we have, and then you have this. It's 4th fret on G, 5th fret on the B. I do a whole step slide, which is 6th fret on G, 7th fret on the B. So slide, come back. So we have 5, 5, 7, 7, and then we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure you come back. So we have, and then you hit the open E string and do a slide, and then you play open E 2nd fret on B and G together, then you play 5th fret on the B string, 2nd fret on G string, and then you go back and basically play the same way you played for the verse part 1 and part 2, which is 2nd fret on E, 2nd fret on G, 3rd fret on B, then open high E string, So let's have a look at the variations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a minute. Yeah. Now we'll have a look at the last part of the verse, the second variation which we have, and it looks like this. Same way start off, and now we have second fret on the E string, and then we have E string and the B string second frets. We'll plug it together. Then we'll play with the ring finger. We'll play second fret on B and fourth fret on the E. Then hit the open E string, second fret on the B string, but at the same time do a hammer around from 4 to 5 on the high E string. So we have, and then we have just fourth fret on the high E string, second fret on the B string, then open E, second fret on E, second fret on B. So we have, then you have second fret on G string, fifth fret on the B string, and after that it goes in the exact same way what we had before. So we got, so this was basically the part of the verse which had the variations, and let's play it. So we got, and what I'll do is basically I just play the 4 parts all together for you guys slowly. So 1, 2, just a minute, 1, 2, 3. So that's basically how you play the verse, and I'll see you guys back in the part 2, which will be coming tomorrow, maybe today. So that's it. I hope it helps you out. You don't have any doubt. Bye.